Welcome back for another video, friend. I think when a lot of people buy produce from the stores, your oranges, your apples, zucchini, bananas, when you're buying them from the stores, you probably forget that they actually started off as a seed, or you may not even really think about it to that point that this thing actually started off as a seed, which probably more than likely grew indoors. The best way that you can probably grow seedlings in homes is on a windowsill, a south-facing window preferred. But if you don't have that option, then the next best thing will be to purchase one of these 18-gallon containers. And what this allows for you to do is to place the tray that holds your seedlings at the bottom of this container, and now put the lid onto this container. And when you do that, what you've done is to create a mini greenhouse. But if you know anything about greenhouses, you know that it has natural light coming into it. But since we're doing this inside, we have to create that natural light, or mimic it to the best of our ability. The best way to do it is to cut a letter T with a box at the end at the top of this lid. When you do that, you'll be able to attach the shop light, and it's clippable to this lid. Once you're able to do this, what you have done now is you have created a mini greenhouse. This will allow you to grow plants. For a family of 4, you may be able to start all of your seedlings in this small container. This is actually how I started off when I first started gardening. It was the best solution for me, and it was very cost effective. And you don't want to break the bank when you're doing this. If you don't have the use of a south-facing window, then the next best thing is to purchase this 18-gallon container and create your own mini greenhouse. But if you're anything like me and you're growing over 500 plants in a growing season, then you need to think of something different. And here comes this 5-tier shelf. This is a steel shelf that you can get from any of your big box stores. And once you put this shelf together, again, you still have to create its natural environment that it will need, which is to put lights onto the shelf. Every shelf has 2 LED lights, and these LED lights are all hooked up to a timer. This timer is going to allow for these lights to come on and off as necessary. The seedlings need, at the beginning of its growing stage, it needs at least 16 hours of light. So the timer is set to 16 hours on and 8 hours off. Sometimes your seedlings may need a little push to create the sunlight. Sunlight gives off this heat, and at times the seedlings need heat in order to properly germinate and push through the soil. So you may want to purchase a heat mat. If you don't have a heat mat, or if it's not in your budget, that's okay. It just may take a little bit longer for your seedlings to start. But what you should remember is that every seedling, once you place it into the ground, in order for it to look like this, to blossom and flourish throughout the growing season, it must start off like this first, and you must give it a lot of this water. And until next time, may the earth yield its increase in your life and in your garden. Bye.